welcome here today for the FIFA 21 Cup here today, and this will be the official draw of the FIFA 21 Cup. And this is the group stages. We'll begin in the new year of January the 15th, and that'll be the tournament will begin on January the 15th in 2021, and the final will take place away all over into June. So in June, the 12th will be the EA Sports FIFA 21 Cup final. We have 64 teams are in the FIFA 21 Cup, and we all know it's due to the circumstance of COVID-19, and we couldn't really have the tournament to have it in 2020 of the start-ins. We've decided to move it to the new year in 2021. But since all the teams have qualified from yesterday, Millwall, the ones were the last team to qualify in this FIFA 21 Cup, we have 64 teams in total. We have 4 teams in the group stages will advance into the knockout stages in February or in March, depending on what date will be suitable in FIFA 21 Cup. So let's get down into it. Manchester United are the hosts of the FIFA 21 Cup, and they'll be playing the final at Old Trafford on the 12th of June in 2021. So let's get the draw on the way, shall we? Let's start with the first draw. It will be obviously Manchester United. So Man United are in Group A. So Group A, we have Manchester United. Now let's put all these other 7 teams in pot 1 into the pot, and let's get this draw on the way. So, here we go. So, Man United is in Group A. So, in Group B, we are going to have Bayern Munich. So, Bayern Munich's in Group B. So, in Group B, we'll have Bayern Munich. So, Bayern Munich's in Group B. So, we also have in Group C, Real Madrid. So Real Madrid are going to be in Group C of this competition. So in Group D, we are going to have, in Group D, Liverpool, the Premier League champions Liverpool, and they are going to be in Group D. And they were the finalists, they were in the FIFA 20 Cup last year, when they lost to PSG in the final. And PSG are the winners of this competition, and they're also in pot 1 as well. And we really announced who's in pot 1, but you probably know who they are if you see on who will be mentioned in this draw. So Ajax will be in Group E. So in Group E, we will have Ajax. So we've got now 3 more teams drawn. Get drawn left in this pot 1 group. So in Group E to Group F, we have the we all know it is, speaking of the devil, PSG, and they are the winners of the FIFA 20 Cup last year against Liverpool at the PSG Stadium. PSG were the hosts from last year's competition. They're going to be in Group F. So we got Group G and Group H just left in this draw. So we'll have Porto, FC Porto. They are going to be in pot G, in Group G. In Group G with FC Porto. But the last team, and but not least, we have is Pimento Calcio. Juventus, aka, since the team got off licence by PES, but they are Pimento Calcio, and they're going to be in Group H. So the teams were in pot 1 anyway, as we didn't really mention it in this draw, is Manchester United, Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, Liverpool, Ajax, PSG, Porto, and Pimento Calcio. Let's get now into pot 2, shall we? We have the likes of Manchester City in pot 2. We have FC Barcelona, Marseille, Borussia Dortmund, Inter Milan, Arsenal, Celtic, and Benfica. So let's get those teams we just mentioned into the pot, and we'll find out who will be in each group. So let's start with Group A. Who's going to be in Group A with Manchester United, the hosts of this competition. They're going into this competition in 2021 Cup. And we have Manchester City. What a draw that will be. Man City are in the same group as Manchester United. So Man United and Man City are in Group A. The host Man United and Man City. That's a very good draw, that is, to have in this pot in Group A. So in Group A, Man City, Man United, both will probably qualify anyways in that group, how the way they're at it. Inter Milan. Inter Milan will be in Group B with Bayern Munich. So Bayern Munich and Inter Milan are going to be in Group B. In Group C with Real Madrid, we are going to have SL Benfica. SL Benfica are going to be in Group C with Real Madrid. In Group D with Liverpool. In Group D we are going to have Arsenal. So Mikel Arteta's Arsenal are going to be in Group D with Liverpool in the FIFA 21 group stages. So in Group D and Group E with Ajax, we have Marseille, Olympique de Marseille. That would be a very okay group, I probably would say, at that one. So Ajax and Marseille are going to be in Group E. In Group F with PSG, the winners from last competition. We have Celtic. Celtic from Scotland, and Celtic will be in PSG's group. So Celtic and PSG. Got two more teams left in the hat. So who's going to be in Group G with FC Porto? FC Barcelona. That's going to be a very good one. FC Barcelona. Barcelona obviously in Group G. So in Group H with Pimento Calcio, aka Juventus, it's going to be Borussia Dortmund. That's going to be a good one. Group H, Borussia Dortmund and Pimento Calcio, or Juventus, are going to be in Group H. So let's go now to pot 3, shall we? We have Lokomotiv Moscow, Chelsea, Atletico Madrid, Stade Rennes, RB Leipzig, Atlanta, Shakhtar Donetsk and Istanbul Bursaspor. And that's going to be pot 3. So in pot 3. So let's start with Group A. Who will be in Group A? With Man United and Man City. We had those two teams in the same group as each other. It's wicked having Man City and Man United in the same group. Who's going to be in Group A in pot 3? Shakhtar Donetsk. Shakhtar Donetsk from Ukraine. And it's going to be Manchester United, Manchester City and Shakhtar Donetsk. Right, so in Inter Milan and Bayern Munich's group in Group B, we are going to have Atlanta BC, so an Italian team, another Italian team will have, Inter Milan would play. It's Atlanta, so Atlanta and Inter Milan and Bayern Munich are going to be in Group B. So in Group C with Real Madrid and Benfica, we have CSKA Moscow. CSKA Moscow from Russia, and Moscow will be involved in that. And we'll be having Group D with Liverpool and Arsenal. We are going to have Chelsea. Whoa, what a group that is. 3 English teams are going to be in the same group as each other. Liverpool, Chelsea and Arsenal. That'll be a very good one. So now we go to Group E. Group E, we are going to have RB Leipzig. RB Leipzig from Germany. So Leipzig, Ajax and Marseille are going to be in the same group. So from Group E to Group F with PSG and Celtic. Istanbul Bursaspor. Istanbul Bursaspor. So PSG, Celtic and Istanbul Bursaspor. We've got obviously 2 teams left in this pot. We have Rennes. Rennes will be involved in Group G with Barcelona and FC Porto. And last but not least, and we probably know who that will be, Pimento Calcio. Pi, Juventus or Dortmund will have Atletico Madrid. That's huge. Atletico Madrid, that's a very big group. That will be Group H with having Juventus, aka Pimento Calcio, Borussia Dortmund, Atletico Madrid. That's a very good group, that is. So the pots have been okay as at the current moment in time. So let's go now to pot 4. We have Granada, Leicester City, Sevilla, Lille, Borussia Mönchengladbach, Lazio, Seattle Sounders, and a team who won the international playoff this week. We have Brazil. So let's get this pot underway, shall we? Into pot 4. So in pot 4, in Group A with Man United and Man City and Shakhtar Donetsk. Lazio. So Lazio are going to be in Group A with Shakhtar Donetsk and Man United and Man City. And we also have in Group B, in Bayern Munich's group, we have Borussia Mönchengladbach. So we've got 2 Germans and 2 Italians in the same group. And that'll be something in Group B. Bayern Munich, Inter Milan, Atlanta and Borussia Mönchengladbach. Right, we have in Real Madrid and Benfica and Lokomotiv Moscow's group, we will have Sevilla. So Sevilla will be in that group. The Europa League winners for loads of times. But who's going to be in Liverpool and Arsenal and Chelsea's group? We'll find out who that'll be. Lille. Lille's going to be in Group D. In Group D with Liverpool, Arsenal and Chelsea. Lille. So A, B, C, D to E. Ajax, Marseille and Leipzig. We will have Seattle Sounders. Seattle Sounders will be involved with Chelsea, Marseille, RB Leipzig and Seattle Sounders. So, from Seattle Sounders to PSG's group, in Group F. In Group F, we have Granada. So Granada, PSG, Celtic, Istanbul and Granada. And also in Group G. In Group G, we have Porto, Barcelona and Rennes. And they'll be having with them is Brazil. Brazil, that's a very big one for Barcelona. They have Brazil in their group. So Brazil will have those with Barcelona and Porto and Rennes. And the last but not least, Pi, Juventus, Dortmund and Atletico Madrid will have Leicester City. So Leicester will be in Group H. So we now go to pot 5 in this FIFA 21 Cup. We have Los Angeles FC, Tottenham Hotspur, Villarreal, Boca Juniors, Bayern Leverkusen, FC Roma, or aka AS Roma, Flamengo, and Guangzhou Evergrande, the Chinese team. This will be a very interesting one. So in Group A, with Man United, Man City, Donetsk and Lazio, we have Villarreal. So Villarreal will be in that group. So we have Man United, Man City, Shakhtar Donetsk, Lazio and Villarreal. In Group B, we will have, with Bayern Munich in their group, we are going to have FC Roma. That's a very good one. Another Italian. So 2 Germans, 3 Italians in the same group, in Group B. So that's interesting. And there you go. Let's go now to Group C with Real Madrid, Benfica, Lokomotiv Moscow and Sevilla. We'll have Flamengo from Brazil. Flamengo FC did very, very well to win that Copa Championship they won in Latino America. And we'll be having now the next group will be Group D with Liverpool, Chelsea and Arsenal and Lille. We'll be having Los Angeles FC. That's an MLS team. And that's going to be Los Angeles FC. So Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea, Lille, and Los Angeles FC. So now let's go into the other groups. So we've got A, B, C, D to E. So Ajax, Marseille, Leipzig, and Seattle Sounders will be having in their group in this, well, a bit of a fair group between those teams. Oh, Tottenham Hotspur, Spurs, Tottenham. That would be a very easy group for them. Tottenham will have Ajax, Marseille, Leipzig, Seattle Sounders, and themselves Tottenham Hotspur. So from to E to F with PSG, Celtic, Istanbul, and Granada. We'll have Guangzhou Evergrande from China. So Guangzhou Evergrande will be involved in this, and Guangzhou Evergrande will be involved with Istanbul Basaksehir. We have Granada and PSG, the winners of the competition from last FIFA 20 Cup. So now in Group G with Porto and Barca and Brazil and Rennes, we have Boca Juniors. That's a very interesting one, Boca Juniors. I know that Maradona used to play for Barcelona and also Boca Juniors, obviously the one who passed away, very, very sad. But I like to bring that up because, you know, Boca Juniors and Barcelona, they're the teams he played for. And having Brazil in it, obviously he's not Brazilian, but you know what I mean, the culture scheme, that's very, very good. Let's go now into Group H. The last team. If you can find that team. The last and but not least in Group H with Pimento, Calcio, Dortmund, Atletico Madrid and Leicester is Bayern Leverkusen. So Bayern Leverkusen. So Leverkusen is going to be with Pi and also Dortmund, Atletico Madrid and Leicester City, and also we have Bayer Leverkusen. So that's very, very interesting. So let's move now to Pot 6. So Pot 6 we have Al Hilal from Saudi Arabia, Wolverhampton Wanderers in the Premier League, Napoli, Leeds United, one of the best teams of England. Leeds, a team who got promoted from the Championship last season. They're in this competition with Yokohama F. Marios, Montenegro and Agas from France, and CSKA Moscow. I think I've got it wrong actually. Lokomotiv Moscow is in that group. CSK hasn't been drawn yet. I think I made a mistake on that one. But never mind. But let's go into Pot 6. So who's going to be with Man United, Man City, and Shakhtar, and Lazio, and Villarreal? So we have Leeds United. That's a very good surprise. Leeds. So Leeds will have Man U. They are rivals, of course, back in the day. Man City, Shakhtar Donetsk, Lazio, Villarreal, and Leeds United. Very good draw right there. So in Group B, we are going to have Montenegro CF from Mexico. They're going to be involved in that. So it's going to be Montenegro, Roma, Mönchengladbach, Lanza, Inter Milan, and Bayern Munich. So now let's go into Group C. We'll have Angers SC. Angers SC, that's the team from France. So going to be involved with Real Madrid, Benfica, Lokomotiv Moscow, Sevilla, Flamengo, and Angers SCO. They won the league playoff they did to get in this competition. But now we have with Liverpool, and we have Arsenal, Chelsea, Lille, and Los Angeles. We have Yokohama F. Marinos. That's a Japanese team. A Japanese team's involved in that group. That's going to be a very easy group for Chelsea and Arsenal and Liverpool. They'll probably qualify in that one at the moment, that rate. But in Group D to E, we have with Ajax and Spurs and Marseille, Leipzig and Sounders. We have Wolverhampton Wanderers. So Wolves, that's going to be interesting for Tottenham to have Wolves in their group. So we have Ajax, Marseille, Leipzig, Seattle Sounders, Tottenham Hotspur and Wolves. So now we're going to go into this Group E to F. So Group F, we are going to have in Group F CSKA Moscow. Okay, CSKA Moscow will be in PSG's group with Celtic, Istanbul Basaksehir, Granada and Grande, and also CSKA Moscow. We've got two more teams left, and this one will have is Al Hilal. Al Hilal is a team from Saudi Arabia. Al Hilal. are going to be involved in this group. Al Hilal, and they're going to be in Group G, Saudi Arabia team. And one more team is going to be mentioned with Calcium Dortmund, Atletico Madrid, Leicester and Bayern Leverkusen. It's a very tough group it's going to be. Napoli, whoa, Napoli, that would be a big interest right there. It's going to be Juventus, Dortmund, Atletico Madrid, Leicester, Bayern Leverkusen and also Napoli. That's going to be a very good six game that'll be. Who will end up qualifying. 4 teams can qualify into the knockout round, and the 4 other teams who finish from 5th to 8th will not get eliminated. So now we're going to pot 7, and pot 7 is going to be right here, right now, coming up. So we have Wolfsburg, Sheffield United, General Old-Black Hyundai Motors, West Bromwich Albion, Dundalk from Ireland, Beijing, Grata-Symbol, Granon, 1899 Hoffenheim and Sassuolo, who won the Serie A playoff. And let's get into this one. It's in Group A with Man United and Leeds and Man City. Who's it going to be? Oh, Beijing, Simbo, Granon, the Chinese team are going to be involved. That's going to be interesting. And they're going to be in Group A with them lot. Very, very good to have them in the group. Then now we move on to the other group right now. In Group B, we are going to have General Old-Black Hyundai Motors. Hyundai Motors are going to be in Group B. So we have Bayern Munich, Inter Milan, Atlanta, Mönchengladbach, FC Roma, Montenegro, and also General Old-Black Hyundai Motors. This will be interesting. Make sure get them exactly right. So there you go. Then Group C with Real Madrid, Benfica, Lokomotiv Moscow, Sevilla, Flamingo and Angers SCO. What Hanover from Germany. Hoffenheim. Why have they Hanover? Hoffenheim. So Hoffenheim's going to be with Real Madrid, Benfica, Lokomotiv Moscow, Sevilla, Flamingo, Angers and Hoffenheim. So Hoffenheim's in that group. But in the other group, in Group D, with Arsenal, Liverpool and Chelsea, we have Sassuolo from Italy. That'll be an interesting one. Sassuolo are going to be with Arsenal, Liverpool, Chelsea, Lille, and also Los Angeles FC, and also Yokohama Marinos. So that'll be an interesting one in that group. So we move on to the other group, Group E. And Group E will contain Sheffield United. So Sheffield United are going to be in this group with Wolves, Tottenham, Seattle Sounders, RB Leipzig, Marseille and Ajax. And also in PSG's group, we're going to have Dundalk. So Dundalk's going to be in this group. We'll have PSG, Celtic, Istanbul Basaksehir, Granada, Gran Evergrande, CSK Moscow, and also Dundalk from Ireland. And there you go, Dundalk's been drawn. So now we're going to this one. We have FC Porto, Barcelona, Rennes, Braga, Boca Juniors and El Hilal. We have West Bromwich Albion, West Brom, who got promoted from the Championship. So West Brom will be with Barcelona, Porto, Rennes, and also with Brazil, Boca Juniors, El Hilal, and also West Bromwich Albion. And one more team is going to end off Group H. We are going to have Wolfsburg. So we've got Juventus, Dortmund, Atletico Madrid, Leicester, Bayern Leverkusen, and Napoli, and Wolfsburg. They are very tough teams, though. They've got history. These 7 teams have been drawn. So now we go to the last ever groups, perhaps. We have in pot 8, the last one of this draw, of this campaign. We have Burnley, FC Union Berlin, Adidas All-Stars, MOS All-Stars, Braga, Brighton Hove Albion, Fulham, and also Millwall, the team who got qualified into the EFL playoff round to be part of the FIFA 21 Cup, will also be drawn. And they qualified yesterday, actually, in fact. They obviously won in the final. And then they will be drawn in this. So Burnley are going to be in Group A. So Manchester United, Manchester City, Shakhtar Donetsk, Lazio, Villarreal, Leeds United, Beijing, Simbo, Granhan, and also we have Burnley. This will be a very good group that'll be between those 8 teams I've just mentioned. And we'll go into this one right now. So we have in Group B, we are going to have in Group B with Bayern Munich. Very, very hard kind of group. They got another German, Union Berlin. So basically we have we have 3 Germans. We have 3 Italians. Sorry, in this group, Group B, to end off that draw. So now we're moving to the next one. In Group C, we have Brighton Hove Albion, Brighton. So Real Madrid, Benfica, Lokomotiv Moscow, Sevilla, Flamengo, Angus, Hoffenheim, and Brighton Hove Albion. And they're going to be involved in this after in that Premier League playoff they did like a month ago. So now we go into Group D with Arsenal and Liverpool, Chelsea, Lille, Los Angeles, and Yokohama Marios and Sassuolo. The last team, we have Braga. So Braga, who won the Portuguese Cup, will be involved in this with Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea, Lille, Los Angeles, Yokohama Marinos, and Sassuolo and Braga. So now we go into this one, the last one of Group E. We have is Adidas All-Stars. Okay, so we have Adidas All-Stars, Ajax, Marseille, RB Leipzig, Seattle Sounders, Tottenham Hotspur, Wolves, and Sheffield United. And now we'll move on to this group we're going to go into. So we got right now is Group F. So Group F with PSG. We are going to have MLS All-Stars, Major League Soccer, MLS All-Stars. We have PSG, Celtic, Istanbul Hara, Granada, Gran Grande, CSK Moscow, Dundalk, and MLS All-Stars. We've got 2 teams left. One is going to be in Group G, and one's going to be in Group H. So let's have a little look, shall we? We have Fulham. So Fulham will be involved with West Bromwich Albion, Al Hilal, and Boca Juniors, and also we have Brazil's Rennes, Barcelona, and Porto. And we probably know who this team is, the one who qualified yesterday in the EFL playoff to get into this competition. That's Millwall. Millwall will be involved with Pimento Calcio, Borussia Dortmund, Atletico Madrid, Leicester City, Bayern Leverkusen, Napoli, and Wolfsburg, and Millwall. I don't think Millwall will survive this. So there you have it. That is the official draw of the FIFA 21 Cup starting on 15th of January 2021. So in Group A, we have Manchester United, Manchester City, Shakhtar Donetsk, Lazio, Villarreal, Leeds United, and Beijing, Simbo, Granhan, and Burnley. In Group B, we have Bayern Munich, Inter Milan, Atlanta, Borussia Mönchengladbach, FC Roma, Montenegro, General Black Hyundai Motors, and FC Berlin. Union. And Group C, we have Real Madrid, Benfica, and Lokomotiv Moscow, Sevilla, Flamengo, Angus SC, Hoffenheim, and also Brighton Hove Albion. If we go to Group D, we have the 3 big teams: Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea. We've also with Lille and Los Angeles FC. We also have Yokohama Marios and Sassuolo, and also Braga. In Group E, we have Ajax, Marseille, RB Leipzig, Seattle Sounders, Tottenham Hotspur, Wolves, Sheffield United, and Adidas All-Stars. In Group F, we have PSG, Celtic, Istanbul Granada, Gran Grande, CSK Moscow, Dundalk, and MLS All-Stars. In the other one, we have here Porto. In Group G, we have FC Barcelona, Rennes, Brazil, Boca Juniors, Al Hilal, West Bromwich Albion, and Fulham. And in Group H, we have Pimento Calcio, Borussia Dortmund, Atletico Madrid, Leicester City, Bayern Leverkusen, Napoli, Wolfsburg, and also Millwall. And that's all we have time for here today for the FIFA 21 Cup. Wish you guys a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And we'll see you guys in the new year on the 15th of January. We'll kick off all the games. We'll have half the games we play on a Friday and half the group games we played on a Saturday on the 16th of January. But until now, goodbye, and we'll see you there.